I'm gonna get the job done. Look at that plate up there. Are you gonna fly right in my mouth?
I'm Green Man.
And I'm Ronald Theodore.
And this is The Recap, your source for unbiased, unfiltered esports news.
And this is our Halloween special. We decided to dress up for this episode, get a little fancy. But we hope you guys enjoyed that clip at the start. It was a clip of Dr. Disrespect as like Robot Doc.
Yep.
And it was him eating a plane. I don't know how he had that good of like streamer reaction to catch the plane in the sky, but it was pretty funny. And he's actually doing a Doctober contest where you can
costume contest.
Yeah, you can submit your own Dr. Disrespect costume. I mean, you know what? Maybe the little boy will win.
He should win
from last week. But you can actually win like a Turtle Beach headset or like G Fuel, stuff like that. So pretty cool. But anyway, brand new week. We got 5 new stories for you guys, and we're starting off with some big news. Call of Duty dropped its World League.
Yep, pretty exciting for us because we're big Call of Duty fanboys.
Yeah, we are. We love COD. As frowned upon as it is, it's our old school shooter that we grew up on, so we're always going to be fans of it.
Yep.
And we wish they were more fans of Xbox, but that's okay. It's on PlayStation, and they're doing a lot of stuff for PlayStation.
Yep, they're doing a lot of stuff for amateurs. I wish I was like 15 again.
Yeah.
So for game battles, that's how you play matches in game battles, get pro points. And normally you could just grind game battles all day, get more pro points, but they're capping it at 35 pro points a day. So you get 15 for your first win of the day and then 5 for every additional win. So 5 wins total per day. And then the pro points are going to get you seeded into the 2K tournaments. So if you have more pro points when the 2K tournaments come around, you get seeded even higher.
Yep, you get seeded higher, you're going to verse the lower seeds, and you're going to have a better chance of winning the 2K tournaments because the 2K tournaments are extremely important. There's only going to be a handful of them before the first CWL Global Open, and you're going to want to have those 2,000 additional points if you win one of those things.
And just to put it in perspective, 2,000 points is like 60 days of grinding. 5 wins.
So if you have responsibilities,
2 months.
If you have a job, if you're in school, really maybe try and get in one of these 2Ks and see if you can't place maybe in the top 5 and get
all it'll take.
Additional points. But anyway, moving on to the Global Opens, there's going to be a lot of them this year. I believe there's going to be more than 5. They announced 3 with, I believe, 2 or 3 more that's going to be announced in the future. The first one is going to take us to Dallas, and that's December 8th. And there's going to be 10 NA teams invited, 5 EU teams, and 1 APAC team invited to the pool stage. And those are just going to be your top pro point seeding from all the grinding that's been done before that first event. So the top teams from each region is going to kind of be invited automatically into the pool play. Rest of the teams have to battle it out in a giant open bracket. Yeah, there's going to be so many teams at this event.
160 teams.
Well, then now they already sold out and they're selling more passes. Yeah, so it's going to be so many, probably like 200 open bracket teams. You don't want to be in the open bracket because it's going to be so hard to make it out. There's only going to be 4 teams making it out of the open bracket.
Do you know if they'll do like best of 1 for that? Because otherwise it's going to take so long.
That's what I'm thinking. They might start it on like Thursday or Friday maybe just to get some people out of there because I think it usually is at least the best 3.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, and then of course there is the CWL Championship that is announced, and that's the big daddy at the end of the year, the $1.5 million. Insane. And of course,
I could be wrong. I feel like it was around $1 million last year.
I feel like it was around $1 million too, as well.
Because I remember thinking like $1 million's a lot of money.
Yeah.
And it's not all going to the winner, but still.
So they of course bumped it up a lot, and there's a lot more news with Call of Duty. We'll actually give you guys a link if you guys want to check it out. They're talking flying players out and giving them like hotel room stays and competing like on land during just like the regular season and things like that. You guys can check it out if you guys want to. We just got to move on to some other stories.
Yep. Next up, Worlds update. So final 2 teams have been chosen.
Yep.
SK Telecom and Samsung Galaxy are going to be at the finals.
Too bad for China.
Yeah, China didn't make it. Not this time.
It's their home turf. They wanted it more than anything. We kind of reported on earlier that they put a lot of effort into training these players for China. And 3rd, 4th is really well. It's really good. I think that's one of their better placings ever, honestly. But the Korean the big dogs just made it. I mean, the Korean powerhouses are just too strong. Honestly.
At least it's like another like Asian team that grinds league.
Yeah.
If it was like two American teams, they would like hate us over there.
Yeah,
because we don't like. No one in America loves league. I mean, people love it, but
not
to the extent of people in China and Korea.
But yeah, we got SK Telecom versus Samsung Galaxy. I'll touch on SK Telecom. Their journey in this knockout stage, 3-2 versus Misfits, 3-2 versus World Never Give Up. Can they overtake Samsung Galaxy? They're just kind of barely squeaking by.
Yeah, and Samsung Galaxy's coming off of 2 heaters where they just 3-0'd Longzhou Gaming, and then it was 3-1 versus
Team WE.
Worlds United.
Worlds Elite.
Worlds Elite.
Yep.
So they're probably feeling it.
They're on a hot streak for sure.
Yeah.
And they're looking to dominate. And moving on, because I don't think we have anything else to really touch on for League of Legends. Wait.
No.
When does it go?
It's November 4th at 2 a.m. Depends on where you are.
Where you are.
But
we'll probably try and watch a little bit of it. It would be interesting to see who pulls it out.
Yeah. Maybe Chad will like it.
And this is one thing also. This is a rematch from last year. I don't think we touched on that.
Oh, yeah, true.
So that's going to be pretty cool to see if it can be a repeat or if there's a new winner.
Yep.
But some big news in the Overwatch scene. Some more teams got announced. Let me pull those up.
Yep.
Just overall, so we had the Dallas Fuel. We had the Shanghai Dragons. Those have been known for a while.
San Francisco Shock.
Yeah. Now the Shock. And then Los Angeles Valiant, which is the Immortals representation.
Yep. Then the Boston Uprising.
My personal favorite, I love their logo. We'll throw it up there for you guys. I can see it on a hat. Like, I can totally see it on a hat.
Yeah.
I can see it looks kind of like a baseball logo, and I grew up playing baseball, so I love that kind of look.
Yeah, it's definitely got like the traditional sports feel.
Yeah.
Then the Seoul Dynasty and New York Excelsior.
Yep. Which that one just dropped. That's the newest release. That dropped a couple days ago, and they had a parkour kind of
terrible
released video. It was a strange video. Like, I'm not gonna lie, if you guys are watching from
like
Excelsior,
blurry ass first person view parkour.
It was
video.
strange.
And then they spray paint their symbol, but it's like, and then it just appears.
It just appears. Like, can I just get a cross dissolve, please? Like, I'm gonna cross dissolve your logo right now, and then, like, come on. But yeah. So there's more news than that, just than team releases. It's been reported. So these teams are trying to recruit players now. They got their team names. They got their headquarters. They have all this stuff. They're trying to find players now. We reported earlier that it was $50,000 salaries. There's leaks that players are getting paid way more than that.
Yeah, up to like $150,000 if you're a good player. So
which is insane. Like,
yeah, it's to be expected, I guess.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I mean, they're professionals. Like, they're pros. It's just like, is it going to get to a point where they're making as much money as professional athletes? Like, if it gets to that point, it's going to be strange. It's going to be interesting.
Because like an eSports org, of all their teams, all the players, they probably have like close to as many players as one football team.
Okay.
But that's across every esport, so they're going to be able to distribute their money so much easier.
A little bit easier, yeah. But that's the cash end of it. They also, I think the commissioner or the head of Overwatch League kind of announced that they're going to introduce home and away jerseys, which is interesting. Like a whole home and away theme to everything. Even the tracers on your guns.
Yeah, and the big purpose of it, a lot of people have been frightened about like Overwatch not really being a spectator-friendly sport. So they basically decided to do this so that you really know exactly who's like using their ult in the fight, who's shooting at who. And then in addition to having these custom colors for each team, they're also going to have replays that they can literally jump to at any moment. So just like you might see on a football game, they do like a replay of the last touchdown.
Yeah.
It's going to be the exact same thing. They can go to anyone's perspective and watch like a quad feed kill, anything like that.
Which the technology in that is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, that's
because they're going to have to record
really cool.
like every point of view.
Yeah.
And just have it ready to go. And then you want to touch on the other thing?
Well, we can just move on, honestly.
Okay.
One of the teams that's in the Overwatch League is C9. They just got a huge investment, $25 million.
Yep.
It's from WWE Wrestling, which I've never really been into it, but I know there's a lot of hype around it. It still gets a ton of views.
Yeah, it still makes a bunch of money somehow.
Yeah.
And then Hunter Pence, baseball player for the San Francisco Giants.
Yeah, he wants to get involved in esports. More power to you, man, honestly.
More sports players. And then there's just some other guys that joined in as well. But those are two of the biggest names.
One thing we wanted to touch on, because I believe last episode we kind of touched on how Immortals were maybe looked past because they're trying to get into both leagues, the NALCS League and then also the Overwatch League. Well, C9 is confirmed to have a couple spots in both. So C9 is in the NALCS and also in the Overwatch League. But what's weird is their NA representation for League of Legends, London representation for Overwatch, which is
it's kind of strange.
I'm interested to see kind of what comes out of that. If they have to pick either be an American team or be an EU team, I don't know how it's going to work, but we'll see.
Yeah, it's like unheard of with any sport.
Yeah, being that far away.
Yeah.
But anyway, our final story is, if you guys know the game, it's called Smite. We're into it. We love it.
It is a great game.
We wish it was more popular, and it's getting more popular. And the reason is they're looking for casters, and they're having the caster finale was last Wednesday.
Yep. Which is like a TV show. They made like a reality TV show about trying to choose the final caster to take a new position for the high-res team. I
believe there was 10 to 12 contestants. I want to say 10.
Yeah, I think it was 10.
And now it's narrowed down to the final two. It's Letigris and also Ron Jobert. And what's cool with Letigris is she's actually an alum from the college that I go to, which is Illinois State University.
Sweet.
I've met her. She's a really genuine person. She got my vote. And if you guys want to vote, you can actually go to thecaster.tv. And then you can either create an account, or if you have an account, you just log in. But you have to have a high-res account. You log in, and it's really easy. You just click one of them, either Letigris or Ron Jobert, and that's it.
Yep. And then really there's no reason not to vote. Plus you get Letigris and Ron Jobert voice pack.
Which is going to be really interesting. That's going to be cool.
Yeah, it's really cool they did that.
Can you imagine, like, if you had your own voice pack? Like, that'd be sick. That's like a gamer's dream.
Yeah, I would think for so long about like what I wanted to say for everything.
But anyway, I think that's all we have for you guys this week.
Yep.
We're going to get back to gaming, and I'm sure you guys will too. We will leave you guys with this clip up here. And anyway, guys, have a good Halloween.
Peace out.
See ya.